Hi to another episode of the Hifi Man. Today I'm going to talk about one simple question which many people ask me. Do I have to spend so much money on a speaker? Well, no, absolutely not. Why spend so much more when you can get away by spending little? That is a simple answer. But life isn't as simple as that. My question, on the other hand, is can you do with a small Honda Brio instead of, say, Mercedes, AMG? Why do you need a Honda Civic when the same thing can be done with a Honda City? So it's all about what is the level of performance you want out of your setup. Now, personally, for me, I look at sound not from the aspect of, say, how much money I've spent, but from what sounds right to my ears. So, at our store here at Vivid Hi-Fi, we've got speakers which cost as little as, say, maybe 40,000 rupees, and they go all the way up to 4 crores. What sounds good to me is the point. Sometimes a 4 crore speaker might not sound as good because what we don't take into equation is our listening preferences and ultimately our room. In fact, I have an audiophile friend who went and bought a huge speaker worth say about 20-30 lakhs at a 50% discount. Maybe it was a clearance sale for that brand, and he went and placed it in his tiny little drawing room. And despite the fact that those speakers cost so much of money, they never sounded good in his place. And you must not forget, speakers are one thing. You've got to give it the right amplifier, so you've got to budget for that as well. And you've got to budget for the cables, and you've got to factor in your room, and you've got to factor in the kind of music you listen to. For example, if you listen to mostly Hindi, that to 60s, 70s, then you might not need a speaker which does fantastic imaging, because that music, while it does have imaging, but it was all recorded in a certain way that music was all up front. So you barely, sort of discern the sound stage. But if you're listening to, say, jazz, or if you're listening to other tracks which give you a sense of space, or if you're listening to orchestras, or if you're listening to Western classical, then you'd need a very different kind of a speaker which has got high dynamics, etc. And sometimes those things do cost a lot of money. So make an informed decision, work with your dealer on this, go listen at several outlets, and make the right informed choice, and get that question out of your head. Do I need to spend so much of money? There's nothing known as so much of money, frankly. It's about what sounds good to you. If it sounds good to you, then it'll start sounding good to your pocket as well. Over and out from my end for this time. Until next time, see you around. Ciao.